Nick speaking, and welcome to part 4 of my Void Dragon conversion. So this is the work that I've done so far that you've seen in my previous videos, and in this video we're going to start work on the leg. So this is the leg from this original model that I had, which is a Reaper model, Reaper Bones, and this is the leg from that model. So where the model was quite short, what I'm finding now is the knee joint is basically in the wrong place. I mean, it just looks ridiculous like this. So I think what I'm going to have to do is cut it off at the knee joint and extend the calf muscle down so that it's longer, just so that it sits in and it matches the rest of the model. So I'm going to do that first, see if I can get roughly the right idea, and then before I work on the leg, I'm going to have to work on the inside of this, ready for the cape to go round. Okay, so I'll come back when I've got some work done. Right, that's the work on the leg done so far. So this is the original top leg. I actually cut it off in the muscle, the calf muscle, rather than below the knee. Extended that down, put a piece from the other leg in there, and put the foot on the end. And yeah, basically the pin's going right the way through this middle section, up into that leg, down into the foot. I bent the pin down because originally this was level, but just like on the picture, I sort of want it dangling downwards. Unsure whether I'm going to do the extra toes on the front there, make it a bit longer. I'll see how it looks on the model. But now I've got a much more natural looking foot. Just going to put it into the model. So I've drilled a hole into there for this pin to go into. So it's going to sit like that roughly. So I think that's about the right length. And obviously once I've filled this in, I'll then fill the top section in on the model itself. But yeah, so next I need to fill in this leg here and just shape it up a bit, just as a starting point. So I'm going to do that next, and then I'll come back. Right, there you go. So that's I've done two layers of green stuff on this leg, starting to take shape. I'd say I'd maybe have one more touch up, possibly two, just to get it perfect. But yeah, that's basically ready. Now, in terms of the actual model, this is obviously what I'm going for. So what I've done is I've made a very basic template up of just out of paper, roughly the sort of cloaky device, which I'm going to hopefully end up with, and just trying to work out how this is going to look on the inside of this Nightbringer's cloak. And basically, although I've been using a bit of the odd green stuff just to fill this in, I'm now going to fill this in before I put the leg on, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to work behind the leg. So yeah, just giving myself a rough idea of what it's going to look like. And next then I'm just going to basically clean all this up inside the cloak, ready, work on the leg slightly more, and then I'm going to glue the leg in. Okay, so that's all that section done. As you can see there, green stuff in the inside of the cloak that was needed. I've done another couple of coats on the leg, might have to do one more right at the very end, and then I've pinned the leg into position, so just got to green stuff this area at the top. Now as for the toes, where this was originally on a base, which I cut off flat, I've now reshaped the foot and cut out all of the toes. So I think it's looking alright actually as it is. I think it's in proportion. It's the original foot, which for the hand, so I mean, okay, that picture's got quite long toes, but I think that will do. So, and unless you guys have a strong opinion that I should model in some longer toes, I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay, so next I'm going to do this top section, and then I'll be back. Okay, so that's the leg done. I went over with the green stuff, got 2 coats, filled it in first with the basic stuff, and then I built up the detail. So I've got this like muscle which is going along the leg, tried to match that in. I had to beef up the bottom side of the leg because it was a bit skinny at the top, so yeah, I made it faster. I think got the proportions quite nicely there. So that's that section done. The next section is going to be the cloak, which I'll do in the next video, and I think it's going to be the hardest bit. So I hope you like him so far, and thanks for watching, and more to come.